Hello everybody, welcome back to EduTap. So the much awaited or the most awaited paper of IFSCA Phase 2 is now over, and we are meeting in this particular session to discuss about the initial reaction for the IFSCA Grade A Phase 2. And just a minute. Yes, now I can surely start. And yes, you can see on my hand also I have a very big analysis paper, and I have talked to total 5 students. So they have told me the initial insights, which I will tell to you, and I will tell you the basic understanding which I have got from the overall paper setup. Right? So let's start. First of all, my friends, take this session as a disclaimer only. As a disclaimer, as in, like, frankly speaking, I have talked to only 5 students, and whatever inputs I could have got, that I have on my paper. But at the end of the day, your viewpoints can differ from me, or your viewpoints can match with me, right? So only these two situations are there, and I hope the later one is good and later one is true also, right? So let's discuss. First of all, when it comes to paper one is your English descriptive. In paper one, the first question which was seen on the paper is essay writing. We were all expecting it, and the information which I have got is that the word limit for essay is 250 to 270. Right, this is the word limit which they have given, and they have given you what, 3 topics on which you have to choose one. The first topic which they have given you is pet care industry, like the theme was related to this. Then the second topic was role of government and private institutes in making sure that education is inclusive for everybody. So how government and private institutes make sure that education is inclusive for all of the people in India. And the third topic was increase in inequality is affecting the urban areas. So these are the 3 essay topics. I again repeat, one was related to pet industry, second one was related to government and private role in education sector, and the third one was related to inequality and how it will affect increase in inequality and how it will affect the urban areas. Now, if we analyze the essay, definitely you could have chosen the second one, which is the education one, which is looking more doable to me. So in essay, I'm not thinking anything as a shocker for now, because these are expected topics which we were definitely expecting in the IFSC or in multiple other exams, which happens on the same line, right? The second question under your paper number 1 of phase 2 was Prezi writing. In Prezi writing, the word limit which I have got to know from the students is 135. So a long paragraph, the theme of the paragraph was based on green hydrogen. Yes, you heard me right, green hydrogen. So there was a big paragraph given to you, and you have to write 135 words Prezi of it. And in Prezi, we are including the headline count also. So Prezi also, as per the inputs which I have got from the students, was doable. It was like you could have done it very quickly if your concepts about Prezi is very, very clear and if you have a great typing speed. By the way, you can let me know in the chat box whether I am giving a correct analysis or not. Right? And now the toughest question which I am seeing in the English descriptive paper is RC, reading comprehension. Now, first of all, why this is tough according to me? Because the passage which was given in the portal was quite weird. By weird, I mean that you have to, read multiple times to understand the essence of it. Now, the overall Prezi was related to some brain machine interface, BMI, right? It is not your body mass index, it is your brain machine interface. And there was one company, Aura Allied. Now there is some company who is working on this BMI, that is brain machine interface, and there were 5 questions which were there from SC, from the, I would say, from the RC. So 5 questions were there from this weird passage. So therefore I'm counting this as tough, because first of all, reading itself was weird, and then certain quite topics were also not that much related, right? It was not like related to pure education, social issues. It is like brain machine interference, launched by one particular company whose name is Aura Aligned. And some questions were also quite, I would say, unpredictable over here. Like they have given you a big fill in the blank wherein you have to like put the values in that particular fill in the blank. So RC in paper number 1 is looking bit, I would say, off the track. But if you see essay and Prezi, they are more doable, and you could have scored very good in essay, in your Prezi and in your essay. right? But in RC, I would think even if you have done 3 to 4 questions correct out of 5, then it's a very good shot. So overall, if you see for paper 1, overall analysis for paper 1 is that yes, it's on the expected line except RC, which is a reading comprehension. But yes, I think you would have done good, and a good score over here will somewhere be around 60. So if you are scoring above 60, then it's a good score. Like if you are expecting 60, then it's a very good score. Now this is all about paper 1. Now let's talk about paper 2. In paper 2, what I have got to know is that the questions are majority from the finance and banking and capital market segment. Some 8 to 9 questions were there from insurance sector. Some 5 to 6 questions were there from the pension sector, and 5 questions are directly traced to budget and economic survey. Right? So let me see my chat box also. Are students participating? No, as for now. Now, what it comes like when it comes to paper 2, like the paper, if you see, is on expected lines again. Many questions are straight away, you can directly answer it. They are very, very easy. Some questions are that particular kind of question in which it requires your time. Now, if I talk about some questions which have come in your particular paper 2, they have asked you the full form of gift city. Right? They have also asked you that who regulates gift city, as in like how many regulators are there? Like, is there only one regulator? Is there any two regulator? Like they have asked you regarding the regulator of gift city, and then they have also asked that SME, small and medium enterprises fund management entity. SME fund management entity needs to have a net worth of what particular rupees. And then there was a question of related to gold MCX, like you have multiple gold contracts being traded on MCX. What is their minimum quantity which you can deal with? Right? So these are the 3 questions which I am counting in finance and in bullion market component or from your IFSC Act. If you see first question, gift city full form, which is very easy, you could have done it under less than 5 seconds. Then there was a question related to gift city regulator, like who regulates it. And then there was a question related to SME fund management entity, the total net worth was asked, right? And then there was a question that if you are trading gold on MCX platform, what is the minimum quantity of gold which you will do, right? So these 4 questions according to me looks doable right now, not that much tough, right? Now talking about the basic questions in finance, insurance and pension. First of all, let's talk about some current finance which I have seen in your paper. They are asking you questions from free AI committee which was recently made by RBI itself, a very big current affair, so I hope you would have covered it. Then there was a question related to some check turnication system, like there was a news related by RBI related to this particular sector, right, which is banking sector. Then there was a question related to reports on payment vision. Again, very popular report came out in October itself. Now there are multiple questions which have been asked from one chapter, which is financial institution. So they have asked you that which of the following is not a function of SEBI? Why was NAFBED, which is National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development, why was it established? Then they have asked you who provides export credit. And yes, again a very basic question, when was PFRDA established? So these 4 questions are directly traced to one particular chapter, which is financial institutions in your finance course. I again repeat, some questions were finance current, like free AI committee, check turnication system. There was some guideline related to it, and reports on payment vision. And then they have asked you questions related to which of the following is not a function of SEBI. Why was NAFBID installed? Like why was NAFBID created? Who provides export credit? And when was PFRDA established? So these are some questions which I am collecting right now, right? And then we have questions related to RBI itself, like which subsidiary of RBI looks after cyber security, right? Which subsidiary of RBI looks after cyber security? Then they have asked you the questions related to debt market, like if you are trading government securities, in which particular component of debt market you will trade it. So there is a question related to debt market. Then you have a notice market duration, right? Like in term money market, you have call, you have notice, and you have term market also. So call, notice, they have asked you the question on notice money market duration. Then they have asked you like which particular debt instrument can be issued from 7 days to 1 year. If a company has to take a debt, like how they can use it. So there were multiple options like your certificate of deposit, commercial paper, and whatnot. Then they have also asked you my favorite, swap meaning. So if you see from PFRD established, they have asked you questions related to RBI's subsidiary which looks after cyber security, debt market. If you are trading government securities in debt market, where will you trade it? Notice money market duration was asked, which is 2 to 14 days. Debt securities, if you are trading debt securities of 7 to 1 year, 7 days to 1 year, then what particular debt instrument it will be called as. Then they have also asked you the meaning of swap, like what happens in swap, like exchange of cash flows, right? Then they have asked you some like contango and backwardation kind of a financial concept. And these are some basic questions. We are making the exact paper, right? So I'm just telling you that what are the initial reaction which we are getting. Then they have asked you questions related to initial margin, super easy. And yes, this is all about, I would say what? This is all about, I would say, overall, I would say what? Finance section. So if you see my friends in finance, if I include bullion also, the paper looks doable. Some questions are quite direct, but yes, some questions which I'm seeing right now also from the people who have given the exam, they are saying that some questions were based on some current limits also. So if I skip that particular part, then definitely maximum of the questions currently are looking doable. And now let's come to insurance. In insurance, they have directly picked the heart of insurance, which is principles of insurance. And some 4 questions were based on principles of insurance. Minimum 3 to 4, I mean. So this is very, very easy if they are asking you questions on principles of insurance. If you know the concept, you could have marked your answer. They are asking you question that how is the, like what is the total FDI increase in budget, the recent concluded budget. Then they are asking you when was LIC nationalized, and then they are asking you valuation of insurance contract is done by whom, actuaries or something like that, right? So this is the total basic analysis which we are drawing out. Again, again to let you know, in insurance they are asking you principles of insurance and 3 to 4 questions. Actually on my paper I have written 4 to 5, right? But I am telling you the bare minimum, which is 3 to 4, so that you do not fire up the guns on me. In budget, they have asked you question related to like what is the maximum FDI allowed in budget. Then they have asked you valuation of insurance. Valuation of insurance कौन करता है? That is the question which I am getting right now. And then they have asked you one question related to LIC also, that when was LIC nationalized. So these are the questions which I am getting from insurance market and finance. And last but not the least is your schemes. In schemes, what they have done is they have asked the questions related to APY, NPS, like they have also asked like what defined benefit contribution is, which scheme allows that, right? So in in your, I would say NPS, APY, we have already told you that you should do them, do not skip them. So currently, as per the initial reactions which I am getting right now, I would say that paper is on expected lines. Paper is not a kind of a googly kind of stuff in this particular case. It is on initial lines only. And currently, if you ask me to rate this particular paper, I will rate it on a moderate scale right now. Neither tough, neither high. And for paper 1, a good score is above 60. For paper 2, the higher you score, the better it is. Right? But I think the questions which I have on my paper right now, bare minimum 70 to आना ही चाहिए paper 2 में, then only you have a chance for clearing the interview call. Right? So this is all about initial reactions, my friend. We will now talk to a larger set of people. We will try to collect more and more inputs. But at this particular junction, we have done the basic analysis for IFSCA Grade A Phase 2. I hope you enjoyed this particular video. The overall intention of this video is to let you know कि पेपर में ऐसा कुछ गुगली देखने को नहीं मिला है. We are not expecting anything and we have not got anything. We have told you that IFSC will continue the previous year trends, and they have done it. Some 5 questions are from budget and economic survey also. Yes, questions on union budget, terminologies related to insurance. Yes, this we were expecting. So at the end of the day, let's close this video because I don't want to consume a lot of time on this video itself because I have to make the paper also now. So once we will make the paper, we will definitely share it with you. But right now, let's pivot. Let's stop this particular video. Do your work. Keep preparing in the best manner as possible. And if I sum up entire thing which I have done, paper 1, keval RC, reading comprehension, is bit tough. So overall paper 1, which is generally considered as easy to moderate, now I will write it as moderate because RC thoda tough आया है. In paper 2, maximum of the questions are doable, direct, straightforward. But yes, some questions were kind of more database. So if your data side is strong, you could have done it. But yes, paper 2 में भी जो majority of the questions are, they are doable and doable. So if you have studied a lot, if you have given a lot of time to IFSC phase 2, then I don't think you will have a sad face today. Rather, you will have a happy face. Happy face, right? So that's the end of our today's session, my friends. Thank you so much. And now I will meet you in the next